Hey, we're back. We're talking our routine. We're in week 3 of thinking about our routine, the period of time leading up to a competition or a practice or a training session. We talked about 3 different aspects of building a routine. Think back right now about what that could be. It's the period of time before, okay? It's the period of time after, and it's the idea of finding repeatability. Okay, so we're going to term those pre-activation, that's before, post-recovery, that's after, and then sustainability is the idea that it is simple and realistic, something I can do every single day over time. Okay, today we're going to really focus on this post-recovery window. Have 4 different elements we can work on during this time. The first is understanding that after I leave the practice field, after I leave the training session or game, inflammation may be increased. Okay, so I can control that by a couple different ways. One, using hydrotherapy, okay, cold tubs, contrast, things like that. Recovery pumps like Normatec, using cherry juice. Okay, cherry juice following training helps curb some of the inflammation that occurs from just normally moving around in space. Okay, number 2, I want to work on my flexibility and mobility at this time. One, because I'm hot and I'm primed, my body will receive that, and I can maybe even improve some flexibility. But 2, it's going to really help me massage soft tissue. It's going to help me put my vehicle, if you will, back into the garage. It's a great way also to take your sympathetic, your gas pedal side of your nervous system and start to calm it back down. Okay. 3, we're going to focus on refueling with protein and carbohydrates. Protein is, think about it as a building block. In training, I've broken my body down a little bit. I've dug a hole. Protein is going to help me build and repair back. Carbohydrate, I want you to think about is fuel. Okay, so we have stored carbohydrate in our muscles that fuel in the firing of a contraction. And when I put the carbohydrate back in, it's going to allow me to have more fuel. Okay, so now following training, I want to pair carbohydrate and protein together, and that's going to be a great mixture. A couple different options here. Nutrition does a fantastic job with this, supplying protein shakes and a piece of fruit, okay? Or a protein shake and some cherry juice. And we've talked about the benefits of cherry juice a second ago to control inflammation. And then finally, at all times, we want to maximize our sleep hygiene. Understanding at different times of the year, if I'm traveling, if I'm playing, if I'm in preseason camp, may not have all the time in the world to just be sleeping. Okay? But I can really double down and place a lot of emphasis on my sleep hygiene. And 3 areas we can focus on there is I want my room cool, dark, and quiet. Then over time, if I can be more consistent in the time I go to bed and the time I wake up, it's really, really going to help me. 4 areas. Focus on inflammation. Let's get rid of it by a couple different ways. 2, great opportunity to work on flexibility, mobility. 3, refuel with protein and carbohydrates. There's a lot of different options for that. And 4, make sure we double down on our sleep hygiene. And that's just basically what my room looks like. Okay, we're getting ready to start school. Fantastic opportunity for us to really put emphasis on hygiene. If you remember in the past, that's what we talked about in the foundation block, our health and wellness. This is low-hanging fruit, things that can help me if I invest in it, but may not show up all the time if I don't. So it's got big bang for the buck. So right now, as we lead up into school, clean out your locker, clean your vehicle, change your toothbrush, double down on being clean and healthy. And you can see up top, we can stack more blocks on top as we lead toward high performance. It is all about routine. It's about doing things repeatable over time to make me a great athlete, a great mover. And remember, availability is everything. I'm going to make sure that I'm available over time. Have a great day.